that's true. Aditya Pratap, come in at this point. There's a joke that we often crack that before the movie starts, my popcorn is over. I mean, that's a joke everybody in my family knows about. You, however, have taken this very seriously.
Absolutely. So, if you may recall, many years back, I had appeared for the petitioner in the food and multiplexes cases. At that time, the multiplex owners had said that your ticket to the cinema hall is a contract. And behind that ticket, it is clearly written that you should not get your food inside the cinema hall. Today, I will use the same argument of the multiplex lobby. I will say, if you say that the ticket is a contract, then what does the ticket say? The ticket says that so-and-so movie will begin at so-and-so time. But do you start the feature presentation at that time? Not at all. You start the feature presentation after 20 minutes. Until then, you play ads after ads, which is not part of the purchase contract, which is not part of the contract. So on one hand, you say the ticket is a contract. Now, if the ticket is taken as a contract, you are committing misrepresentation because you are falsely representing, you are misrepresenting that the feature presentation, which is the movie, will start at a certain time when in reality, it will start 20 minutes later. Number two, when you have a contractual relationship with the viewer, what is the dominant purpose of that relationship? The dominant purpose of that relationship is the exhibition of the cinematograph film. It is not an advertisement. And here, you by misrepresenting, you're representing to the consumer that the movie will start at so and so time. He books the ticket, and then you are effectively either you're defrauding him, or rather it is an active case of misrepresentation, and the customer does not have the option to even void the contract also because he's in the hall, he's sitting, and the ads are playing. Thirdly, we also have the licensing regulations which come into play. Also, because when a cinematograph film is being, because in such a case, ultimately it fatigues the people. When people are in a cinema hall, they are in a controlled environment for 2.5 to 3 hours. You know, it is the limit of the endurance, limit of the ability, and you are actually influencing public health in a manner by extending the duration of their stay inside the cinema hall. Finally, you may also note that as the complainant very clearly pointed out, it is a wastage of his time. And as the economy grows, as the time passes, the Consumer Court very clearly held that this is a case of deficiency in service because, number one, see, tomorrow if an airline leaves late, when an airline leaves late, then Consumer Court awards damages because the flight did not leave on time. Same way, if you do not start the movie on time, then the complainant gets a valid cause of action to claim damages, as well as for deficiency in service and an unfair trade practice because you are misrepresenting the start of the movie time. And finally, on an economic note, you know, now what is it's an ad break of 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You've made it half an hour ad breaks. What is the purpose in that case? Why don't you make the cinema hall, if it's all about showing the ads, then you make the movie exhibition free for the people. Because ultimately the advertising sponsor is paying for everything. So precise, and one more important thing. Yes, because when they cut the film, like foreign films do not have an ad break. When you are cutting the film and inserting, then you might also run the risk of going into collision with the provisions of the Cinematograph Act. Because when that foreign film has received a CBFC certification,